A very good afternoon to fellow Toastmasters and guests. A super hot, scorching Saturday to one and all. Welcome to Whampoa Toastmasters 208 chapter meeting. My name is Alicia Chia, and I'm the Toastmaster of the day for this meeting. Today's meeting theme is time travel. I'm also excited to hear that today's theme is time travel. It reminds me of that movie, Back to the Future. Has anyone watched Back to the Future? Give me a thumbs up. Those who are too young may not have watched Back to the Future, or rather, they don't like retro movies. But anyway, that movie was set in 1985. The story talks about Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, who was a teenager. He was accidentally sent back to 1955 in a time-traveling machine, or rather motor car made by his eccentric scientist friend, Dr. Brown. So he was trapped in the past, and Marty inadvertently prevents his future parents' meeting. So because he did that, he threatened his future existence and is forced in that movie to reconcile the pair together and somehow get back to the future. When I think about this movie, if I were to travel back to the past, I wouldn't want to live a life of regrets. The first thing I would do is I would mend all my past relationships with my family, friends, boyfriends, anyone who had a relationship with me. Then after things are set right, go and help people who I don't know. What would you do if you were to turn back the clock? So maybe some of you would like to share your views. Anyone would like to share their views? If you're too shy, it's okay. Just type in the chat box and we will talk about it later. Now I'd like to welcome our president, Toastmaster Zafar, with his opening address. Over to you, Mr. Clark, President.
All right, thank you so much, our Toastmaster of the day, Alicia. Good to see you all prepped up and looking a lot more energetic, all well recovered. Yes, it is a scorching day, but like always at Whampoa Toastmasters Club, we have our cozy members as a family coming together. Welcome all to our 208 Whampoa Toastmasters chapter meeting. And I would like to thank also our VPE for putting together, Sriram, Distinguished Toastmaster, for putting together this program. So on a Saturday afternoon, thank you so much for joining us. So there's quite a number of celebrations that we have today. As a time travel, we started way back, and I mean like over the years, we have seen many ups and downs. And today I'm so happy as a club president, working with this dynamic team to congratulate the team as well as all the members of Whampoa Toastmasters Club, because we have achieved in the month of March, we still have like 3 months or 4 months more before we complete this term. We have achieved the highest club award of President's Distinguished Club. And can we give ourselves and all the members a round of applause? Good job, everyone. Good job. Thank you. I think maybe Melvin will have some words to share later. I mean, like personally for me, it is not so much about going after these awards, but then again, it is all about the individuals coming together and completing their task and also meeting their key appointment KPIs. Right? I mean, like as we meet our milestones, we keep on progressing and moving forward, and we are able to achieve for ourselves in terms of the Toastmasters as well as for the individual the members as well as for the club. So today is going to be another exciting day. We have some new members who have come on board. We welcome them on board. We have Suikiat. Let's give Suikiat a round of applause. Thanks for joining Whampoa Toastmasters Club's family. And also we have Sumati. A round of applause for Sumati. All right, thank you. And we also have, yes, welcome to Whampoa Toastmasters Club family. We have seen Noor Zafina, who is part of my immediate family. She is my junior. And she has finally said, okay, let me join the Whampoa Toastmasters family. And I also like to invite her, Noor Zafina. Welcome to the Whampoa Toastmasters family. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. So today is going to be another exciting day. We are going to see some of these speakers in action, and in line with what we always have in Whampoa Toastmasters Club is the cordiality, the hospitality, and the warmness from each and every one. And there's going to be a lot of learning, and of course, there's going to be a lot of fun, right? So let's all fasten our seatbelt as we travel back to the future or travel back to the past in our time travel. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Alicia.
Thank you, Club President Toastmaster Zafar, for sharing with us your inspiring opening address. And for those who have just logged in, we are proud to say that Whampoa Toastmaster has achieved President Distinguished status just before 3 months before the end of the term. So congratulations to our club. And this couldn't have been done without our committed members and also our new members that help us to achieve this. So let us move on to today's agenda, or rather program. Today's theme is about time travel. So I did type in the chat group for everyone to type in, what would you do if you were able to turn back the clock? Would you like to share some of your thoughts? Or send a emoji hands? I'm sure if you're given a chance to travel back, you would do something. Or maybe some of you will not do something. No action is also a decision to do something. Don't feel shy. Maybe I would just like to invite
you can
some
just call
guests.
someone, I'm sure.
All right, I will call somebody now.
Yeah, you can call from our members first, and then I'm sure
okay.
you can just call a few other
I'd like to call Gil Prakash.
One of our senior Whampoa.
Yes.
Prakash, you there, Prakash?
Prakash, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Yes. Would you like to share what would you do if you were given a chance to travel in a time travel machine and turn back the clock?
Okay, wait, just sorry, I'm not as prepared. Maybe I'll come back to it.
Okay.
Can you? I pass on first. I'll come back to it.
No worries. Well, then I would like to invite our area director, Melvin Tan, to share with us what would he do. Melvin?
Yes, I'm here. Okay, let me show how I should point this. Okay. All right, good afternoon, Whampoa people. If I were to talk about, if I were to talk about time travel, in fact, I'm not really keen on changing the past because I believe what it means by butterfly effect. Whatever that I did in the past may affect something really, really serious in the future. Just like what Martin McFly did. He almost disappeared in the product. That's why, to me, I'll prefer time travel to the future so that I know that which cryptocurrency or which stock might just bloom, might just go all the way out in the future. So that for now, I can just stop my cash, stop my pile, stop all my wealth just to get that stock. I can retire very, very early. All right, that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Area Director Melvin. Yeah, I almost forgot about the future. I only thought about the past. So don't be caged by what I asked about what would you do it also includes the past, I mean the future as well. Perhaps we can get some younger people to share on their views. How about Nurse Safrana? What about you? What do you think you would do?
You mean Nur Zafrina, is it? You
Ah,
make
no,
it sound like,
Safrina, sorry.
you make it sound like a Russian name, no? I don't think that is the best now. No association with any Russians here. Okay, Nur Zafrina.
Safrina, are you there?
Yeah,
I think she's on mute. Yeah.
I think I would like to go to the past. And because in the past we have a lot of regrets. Maybe to go there and make it different in the past so that we don't regret it in the future.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Safrina. Yes, of course, we like to go back to the past to correct the mistakes so that we can have a better future and don't live in a life of regret. Let's see if there's any more news people. I'd like to invite our very own Whampoa sweetheart, which is Toastmaster Winnie Fang. Winnie, Winnie, are you there? Yes, our theme today is time travel. So if you were given a chance to travel in time machine, what would you do?
What would I do? I
Yes.
want to go back home first. Yeah, I have been actually I'm from China. I'm from China, Guangzhou. After COVID, I think I have been 3 years didn't go back. So the first things actually for me is not for travel. I just want to go home.
That's great. That's great. The travel time machine can go anywhere. Okay, up to you.
Yeah.
What buttons you press. All right. So thank you all for sharing your thoughts. If you're still gathering your thoughts about what would you do if you were given a time travel machine, just type it in the chat box and I'll talk about it later. So let's begin our program. I'd like to introduce our role players for today's chapter meeting. Our first role timer is our timer for this afternoon, who is none other than Toastmaster Srinivasan. He's a passionate Toastmaster who loves public speaking and training and was Singapore's PA Humorous Speech Champion in 2012. I shall now invite our timer to tell us more about his role.
Hello, everyone. As a timer, it is my duty to make sure we start and end on time because everyone's time is precious. So we have started the meeting on time and I hope to control it such that we can end our meeting also on time so that we can go ahead with our life and do what we need to do with our time. So every speech, every project that they do will have different timing. And I will let you know the individual timings as and when we come to that context. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Next up is our R counter, who is none other than our Toastmaster DTM Sriram Vasudevan. Sriram is an IT professional in Singapore who is involved in various leadership roles in District 80. So I shall invite our R counter to tell us more about his role today.
Thank you, Alicia. Today, my role is to see how can we bring synchrony between our train of thoughts and the train of words from our mouth. If there is a lag, then we tend to have filler words or we tend to speak faster. So probably we'll have some directives so that we can bring a resonance between these two. I'll be presenting the report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Next up is our table topic master for this afternoon, who is none other than our poster girl, Toastmaster Winnie Fang. She's currently our Division U PR manager, and she's a lovely lady who can give people a good first impression. She will now explain her role in more details later on at the second part of this chapter meeting. So I'll spare you, Winnie, for this round. To move ahead, we are usually treated to a pie in a Toastmasters meeting. Do you like to eat pie? P-I-E. For this afternoon, we will tantalize you with the first part of the pie. And we will devour the top crust of the pie, the prepared speech segment with 3 prepared speakers. You will hear from 3 speakers this afternoon sharing their thoughts on the pathway projects that they are completing. Our first speaker is Srinivasan Sohyan, EH3, who is in his Effective Coaching L3 Project 2. May I ask his evaluator to read the project purpose statement?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you to your Toastmaster of the Day. Srinivas, your speech purpose statement is for you to apply your understanding of social media to enhance and establish a new social media presence. And the purpose of this speech is for you to share some aspects of your experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. The title of the speech, My Social Media Presence is Not My Physical Presence. My social media presence is not my physical presence. And the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Srinivas, all the best and looking forward to listening to your speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
For this first speaker, the timer would be Safrana.
Zafarulla.
Sorry, today I have a bit of speech defect. Post-COVID.
Yeah, I know. She's still recovering from COVID, so yeah.
So I'd like to remind the speaker to please pin the temporary timer. Srinivasan is a passionate Toastmaster who loves public speaking and training and was the Singapore PA Humorous Speech Champion in 2012. Please put together your hands together for Toastmaster Srinivasan with, what's his speech? The power of humor in an impromptu speech. The power of humor in an impromptu speech. Toastmaster Srinivasan.
Sorry, actually it's the next speech, Engaging Humor, Level 4, Project 2, which is building of the social media presence. So I think maybe the program sheet is wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, if fine, I will start my speech now. Timer. Okay.
Sorry, what's the speech title?
Yeah, it's My Social Media Presence is Not My Physical Presence. It's about building a social media presence. So it's Engaging Humor, Level 4, Project 2, the elective. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Zafrina, the timer, you can start now. How many of you have heard this word, out of sight, out of mind? Today's world is exactly running on those words. Today's world is mostly run on digital media, social media, and majority of the people count their friendship by the friends they have on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and various other things. And sadly, me being slightly old school, they mistakenly seem to think that if they have 1 million followers on Twitter, they really have 1 million people who are going to root for them in everything that they're doing. It doesn't work that way, my friends. Having 100,000 followers on Twitter or having 10,000 friends on Facebook is not the same as having one true friend. Your physical friend is the one who really cares about you. Your physical friend is the one who's always there for you to support you in what you're doing. He understands your mistakes. He understands your disabilities. He understands your capacities. He understands your incapacities and he is there to support you. And sadly, today's younger generation seem to think that having a few 100,000 friends on Facebook or a few 100,000 followers on makes you a great person. It might be true for certain people who really use the social media to do something socially good. I know people who are really using the social media to champion great causes. They are using their presence on the web to make an impact across human beings' lives. And they are actually bridging the digital world and the real world by causing people to focus on the problems that are there in the real world by looking at their digital presence. So as I embarked on this journey of my presence being managed or my presence being built up on the social media, I started off with what was for me the easiest one, which is Facebook. My kids today laugh at me. They say, Papa, you're still on Facebook? I say, yeah, I find it's okay. I found most of my school friends on Facebook. Today, I have a WhatsApp group with my school friends, about 147 of them, guys who studied with me in my school, from my primary to my high school. And we are still in contact and we meet every year. In fact, recently, I went back to India about 5 years ago to celebrate 35 years of schooling life. You know, after 35 years, I go back to school and we had a great reunion with all the guys. And unfortunately, all the guys had become uncles and we were no longer guys, but it was fun. And I was able to connect with these guys on Facebook. So it is a good media, provided we know how to use it. So it's very important that we understand the power of social media. So when I started off on Facebook, I put up my, my profile, and I put in all the details, where I studied, where I lived, wherever, born, everything. And then I started searching for people from St. Patrick's Boys High School, Bangalore. And then I found, oh, so many people have put St. Patrick's Boys High School as their school. Then I go into their profiles and look at that. And then I found, hey, this guy, I know this guy. Okay, I know Alexander. I know this guy. I know that guy. And then slowly I connected with them. And then I got their handphone numbers. Then I set up the WhatsApp group. You know, I built a bridge between Facebook and WhatsApp. Until now, I have a very strong and vibrant school WhatsApp group, which is so active that it is like now 24/7, you know, messages are always coming in because some idiot is awake somewhere and he wants to send something funny that he found is funny. And then, you know, middle of the night, maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, somebody sends me a joke. That joke, I've already seen it in WhatsApp 1 year ago, but he's just reading it now. And then he sends it to me until I got fed up with it and I mute all notifications from my school group, because we are now spread all over the world. 147 of us, and we are spread all over the world: Australia, New Zealand, Canada, India, and I even have people in South Africa. So, you know, they are all sleeping and waking up at different timings. So it is a nice challenge to live in social media. But the problem with social media, which I saw, is that people start looking only for what is happening on their WhatsApp group, what is happening on their Twitter, what's happening on their Instagram handle. They start to live in the digital world, so much so that they forget that there is a real world outside of this digital world. The focus is more on being always seen. And the funny thing about social media platforms is, I understand you have to be always on people's mind. That is why I said that, you know, today's digital world, out of sight is out of mind. As long as I'm not active, if I don't keep putting every day, if I don't keep putting latest updates every, like sometimes I've seen people giving an update every 10-15 minutes. I don't understand the need why they have to do that, but they do that because they call themselves social media influencers. So they have to prove that they have people following them, listening to every single word that they tell. Like, for example, you know, Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, he has so many followers that he doesn't have one account. He needs to have 5-6 different accounts so that all his followers can, you know, follow him and stuff like that. So this is what is happening in the digital world, and we have to understand that. And as I was doing this build up, after some time, I encountered social media fatigue because I was not able to keep up with the need to update my status, or the need for me to update what I'm doing. Sometimes I've seen people send crazy updates also. I am now at the beach with my dog. My dog is running to get the stick. They also update that. I don't understand the need. Why do you have to post a picture of your dog running after a stick? At least you could at least run behind the dog and then take a picture of yourself running behind the dog. At least you will be healthy. But then that's the crave for that adrenaline fix that they want on the social media platforms. So that is something that I have learned, and now I manage myself better, because if you don't control yourself, you will end up losing a lot of time with nothing much to show in your social media platforms. So it's very important that we understand the difference between social media presence and physical presence, and we focus on a nice balance between the two. That is where our life is going to be more fruitful and more impactful in this world. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srinivasan, for sharing your authentic thoughts and opinions about social media and physical media presence. I do find it challenging as well as it presents opportunities. So I enjoy your speech, and we'll move on to the next speaker, Toastmaster Sumathi Subramaniam, DL5. She will be speaking on motivational strategies pathway, level 1, project 1. May I invite her evaluator to read the project purpose statement?
Hi, thank you, Toastmasters of the Day, for inviting me to share this. Sumita is a member of Malaysia Toastmasters for 1.5 years and had completed one pathway on dynamic leadership. She has experience as a treasurer in Malaysia Toastmasters Club. Her purpose for this project today is for her to introduce herself to the club and learn the basics of public speaking. With that, on to you, Sumita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjeevan Balan, for helping me to introduce our speaker. So her speech will be a 4 to 6 minute speech. And let us put our hands together for Toastmaster Sumathi with motivation. Motivation. Toastmaster Sumathi.
Hi, good afternoon to all of you. I am Sumati. Basically, I was an engineering college professor. I am living in Singapore for the last 10 years. After the marriage, I came here. My husband Anand is working as an engineer, and we have 2 kids. My elder daughter Anushka is doing her P6 here. My son Ashwath, he is doing P3 now. So already, I was a member in Lisha Toastmaster. I had completed one of my pathway, dynamic leadership. So I am here. This is my first project on motivational strategies. The dynamic leadership, that one I have chosen for how to manage my kids, because managing the kids is the big task. So for that purpose, I chose that one. Here also I am choosing this topic, motivational strategies to handle my kids only. So they are basically, my kids are my mentors to choose my topics. So what is the motivation? Motivation means if there is, we have to search some reasons to move forward. If there is no reasons, we will sit in the same place. So I can give you a small story, how the motivation shows important point in our life. So there was a father. He wanted to teach a lesson to his son, how much the motivation is important for his life. So that he brought him to the park. There were 3 beggars. So the father gave money to the three beggars. So one of the beggar, the son, when he saw that the daddy is giving some money to the beggars, he was surprised because generally daddy won't give money to him also for his expenses. But he was surprised. Why this much money daddy is giving to the beggars like that? Daddy didn't say anything, but noticed his son's reaction. Then they went back to the home. After 1 year, again, daddy took the son to the same place. There he saw one of the beggar. He was sitting in the same place. Then the father asked the beggar, "What? I gave you money, but still you didn't utilize that one. Still you are sitting in the same place." He said, "Because yes, of course, you gave me some money, but I don't know what to do that using that one. So I didn't go for begging for 2 months. I used that one for surviving. So after spending all the money, again I came to the same place," like that he said. Wow, super. You did the good job, like that, the father said. Then, do you know what about the other two beggars? He said, I know one of the beggar. You see the ice cream shop in the opposite side, correct? That was one of the beggar. You gave the money to him. So you can go and meet him, like that, he said. Then the father went there. Then the beggar, now he's the owner of the ice cream shop. He saw the daddy and he realized this is the person who gave the money to him. Then he rushed towards him and he thanked him very much for your timely help. I utilized your money, and using your money only, I did this business, like that, he told. Yeah, okay, it's good enough because I am very happy you utilized the money what I gave you. Okay, do you know what about the third one? Then the man said, "But I am worrying about that person only because he didn't. Still, I am worrying. Why did you give the money for that person? Because that time he was the beggar only. Now he's added one more bad habit because he's using that money for some bad games," like that, he told. So the daddy brought the son to that place also. So he was using that money for different bad kind of games with other friends also. So whenever the money need, again he's going for begging. After use, then he used that money for playing the bad kind of games. So again he's using the begged money for the bad purpose. So his status is went to very low now. So the father told the son, "See, I gave the same amount of money for all the three-person, but they spend in the different way. So the money is not the important. The time is the important thing. So how you use the time, it will reveal who you are. So use the time in the proper way." Because money you can use, if you use the time in the proper way, you can earn the enough money. But see, without the motivation, this man is sitting in the same place because he doesn't know how to use that money. But the second person, he used it in the proper way. But the third one, he went very low level. So even the beggar is the low level, but now he went in the very low to below level. So that you should be conscious about that time. Because if you time is priceless, in that way he advised that man. Because today our topic is the time travel. So yeah, even now I am realizing whatever the things my father, my teachers advised me, now I can remember. Because those days the obedience was good, but nowadays we couldn't expect that much obedience from our kids. But still I worrying about our kids, because those days no need to force them. Just if parents tell us anything, just we obeyed everything. But nowadays we need to force the kids to do something. So that I already in the beginning I told you, this is the reason I chose the topic motivational strategies. I hope that I will learn all the tactics to handle my kids. And I am very proud to be part of the Whampoa Toastmaster Club. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sumati, for sharing your icebreaker speech with the club. An opportunity for us to listen and learn more about you, about the small story, as well as your concern about motivating your kids. Such a challenging issue, although I'm not married, but I can understand. Now let us go to the last final speaker, Toastmaster Ajay Raj Acharya. He will be speaking from Team Collaboration Level 3 project. May I invite his evaluator to read the project purpose statement. His speech will be a 5 to 7 minute speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Ajay is today sharing or delivering his team collaboration, and on of the 5 levels, he's doing on the level 3. So this whole path is to help build Ajay's skill as a collaborative leader. So these projects will also help him focus on active listening and motivating others and collaborating as a team. And it also contributes to building interpersonal communication, as well as what we all do here in Toastmasters and public speaking skills. In terms of the project itself, it's focused on applying Ajay's leadership skills. And today's project is more on making connections through networking. Right, wishing you all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zafar. I would like to remind the speaker to pin the timer. Ajay is a chartered accountant by profession, learning from life. So please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Ajay Raj Acharya with his speech, Why Me? Why me? Toastmaster Ajay.
Have you ever heard or have you ever had this question, why me? I'm sure at some point of time, everyone had this question, why me? Why on this beautiful Sunday afternoon? I'm walking on the road and some crow have done the shit on me. Why me? So I was thinking of the same when I was young. I'm still young. When I was a child, why me? I was not able to speak. I was not able to communicate my thoughts with others. I was not able to tell what I feels like to express in front of an audience. I always had this fear of public speaking. I always had this fear of facing a camera, and I always had a fear of delivering something in front of others. But one day I got introduced to a group of people who are only speaking, not judging, learning together, and improving the same thing which I also wanted to improve. That is Toastmasters Club. So today, I just wanted to thank a person who introduced me to the Toastmasters Club, who introduced me to this beautiful journey which I am on right now, walking on, sharing and learning together. That it is okay. No one is here to judge you. No one is here to tell you you have done, why you are doing this, or why. Wow, this is Toastmasters Club. And I've been into this journey for 1 year. Maybe I am slow, I'm not steady, but I'm there on this path. I'm here to learn, I'm doing this thing, and I'm thanking today a person called Ramanpreet. I'm sure in ICI, Singapore Toastmaster Club, or in Singapore Toastmaster Club, everyone knows Ramanpreet. She helped me a lot in this journey and introduced me to this club. And I came to know about, I think that about a million people in this world are like me, or more than, I would say, who are doing this thing at this time, maybe around the world, like me, people giving these speeches for 3 to 4 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes or 1 to 2 minutes on the table topics. due to this COVID are more than 1,000 or more than 100,000 right now. So over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. You are so authentic in sharing your fear of public speaking. This is the #1 fear of everyone. So not to worry. There are others out there who also fear public speaking, but you will get better. And since you have so many good friends that will guide you in Toastmasters, not to worry, you'll get there step by step. Thank you. I'm pleased that we have come to the end of our first segment, the Better Prepared Speeches segment. Now I'd like to invite our timer Toastmaster Srinivasan to confirm the timing of these speeches.
Yeah, Vasan, myself, I took 7 minutes and 30 seconds as per Zafrina. Sumati took 6 minutes and 21 seconds. And Ajay Raj took 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
So is everyone qualified?
Ajay Raj, I think we will let our president decide.
I think he qualified according to for his project delivery.
All right. In that case, I will launch the voting poll. But before I do that, I will make some people non-host so they can vote. Just give me a minute.
Maybe I think the timing might not have been clearly stated for Ajay. His speech was 3 to 4 minutes.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay, understand.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute. Let me change the status of certain co-hosts so that they can vote. Right. I've launched the polling. So please everyone vote for the best speech and not the most handsome or most pretty speaker. Thank you. All right, we have one more person who didn't vote. So if that person who hasn't voted, please kindly vote. Yes, now I was looking at the chat box. Remember, I was asking about what would you do if you were to travel, ability to time travel. So I saw some remarks in the chat box. Some people said they would like to get to know more of their family. That's great. So use the time machine and go backwards, and you can find out what they were like when they were young, before you were born. Isn't that great? And someone said that they are satisfied with their life now. So maybe just use the time travel machine and reminisce about the past would be good as well. Oh, someone just said they like to spend more time with friends. So, okay, I get you, because currently you might be so busy with work and other commitments. So if you have the opportunity, time travel back, you could find a time where you were so busy and you missed out. So then you can catch up with friends that you missed when you were too busy at that point of time. What a good idea as well. All right, I think we can close the poll. Right, someone help me end it, Ray. Thank you so much for that person out there. And I'm pleased to say we are on schedule. And I would like to invite everyone to go for that break. I'm sure you're a bit tired, but I feel that you will have been energized by the very interesting speeches that we had earlier on. So let us go for a break. The time is now 3:20 and let us be back by 3:45. I will pause the timing now. Welcome back everyone to the second part of the meeting. Now that you have tasted the tantalizing feeling, it's time for table topics. This is the segment where speakers get to practice their impromptu speaking skills. After this segment, it'll be followed by the evaluations of the prepared speeches. The table topic master tonight is none other than poster girl, Toastmaster Winnie Fang. She is currently our Division U PR manager. And Toastmaster Winnie is a lovely girl who can give people a very good first impression. I can't wait to see what she has in store for us. So please put our hands together to welcome our table topic master extraordinaire, Toastmaster Winnie. Thank
you, Toastmaster Day, for your introduction. Welcome back, everyone. Now is the table topic session. A wonderful and speech from the speaker. Thank you so much. I believe all the audience was motivated to talk. We were given the opportunity to practice the impromptu speaking. This ability is very important, not only for become a better speaker, but also to help us to improve our communication in general. And for today, actually, I prepared 5 topics. The timer will show the timing guideline for the table topic session. For the 1 minute, the green card will be shown. 1 minute and 30 seconds, yellow card will be shown. And 2 minutes, the red card will be shown. And you will have the 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. I might randomly call anyone to participate, or you can volunteer to come up to just raise your hand. I will just call your name. So let me share my table topic to you. Hey, can I share screen?
Yes, you can. I've given you co-host rights as well.
Okay. Give me a while.
Take your time, no worries.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up now. Not able to see yet. Okay, yes, we see.
Can see now. Okay.
Yep.
So actually for today, I prepared 5 topics. Anyone would like to be the first volunteer? If no, I will just call the name. Because I feel like everyone is shy, or you're going to give this opportunity to others, but it's okay. Let me try Park Shirt. Are you here?
Prakash, is that?
Prakash.
Prakash,
Hi.
Yeah, you're a most wanted man. No, everyone.
Yes,
everyone is
I
calling
think
out
so.
your name.
How much is the rewards? How many $1,000? I think I'm the co-share first.
You being on the Whampoa platform is already
list.
the greatest reward, no? Okay, go ahead,
We need monetary rewards too. Okay,
all
carry
right.
on. Yes,
go
please.
Ahead, Winnie.
We have
Go ahead.
like 5 topics you can choose. I found that here.
Oh, just give the number, is it?
Yes, just give me the number. Then I will see the.
Okay, give me number 5.
5. But this one is the background. I cannot
change.
Yeah, so give me a moment. Maybe I use another.
By the way, Winnie, this is when you're not in Toastmasters, this is how you look, is it?
Huh? What? And I drunk. Okay. Okay, number 5 is, the question is, when you are 30 years old, what will matter to you most?
Okay, wow.
When you're 30 years old, what will matter to you most?
Okay, thank you very much to all members of Whampoa Toastmasters. when we are 30,
Yes,
I think
sorry,
we all...
sorry, Prakash, to
Yes?
interrupt. I think Winnie can stop sharing so that we can all see Prakash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay, can see?
Yep.
Sure. All right, cool. All right, a very good afternoon to all Whampoa Toastmaster members and others. All right, when we are 30, a very exciting period of time, I'm sure. We'll just finish education. We have just finished perhaps some NS if you are in Singapore, yeah, and perhaps just started work. So at 30, it's a right time to do something very big in our life, to add another person into our life, their better half, all right? So we need to have marriage as something important, a vehicle that moves us forward, yeah, in our family generations. So I think that's the time when I got married was about 29. So 29, 30, I think was the time that likely most people do get married, okay? Plus minus, of course, 5 years here and there. But this is a time where there's an addition into your life. Now, this is important because it's obviously you do have ups and downs with the other half, okay? That's part of life. But more importantly, it is for the future. It is to have not only a wife, but to have children, okay, which will add joys as well as what you call pleasures into your life, whereby you will have challenges too, but it is all part and parcel of human beings, all right? We need to continue our journey in terms of being able to contribute to society too. I think even the government seems to give some incentives and rewards to make sure that you do get married too. So I think it's important that you choose a right partner also. That is of course important, but more so, whatever it is, there's no perfect fit for everybody. But nonetheless, you can make a lot of what you call compromises sometimes even, and together work out most of the things to make sure that you have a beautiful family. And I must say, I have a boy and a girl who I'm very happy about. I think I have shared this to many of my friends too. They are very rewarding to me in terms of happiness. Yeah. Once again, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your sharing. Let us to know you better. Okay, I saw Swana, you are raising hand, right? You want to try? Okay, we have 4 more topic. Which number you are going to choose? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will show the screen.
1.
1. Okay, let me remove. Then I try share. So now you can see the first question. Where do you want to go for holiday? Where do you want to go for holiday? Back to you.
Table topic master Winnie Fang, club president, fellow Toastmasters and friends. Where do you want to go for holiday? Wow, perfect question as we hear that March 15th, things are going to be very different. It's going to be opening up even more with less restrictions. So it looks like we are going to be on holiday, or we can plan for holidays soon. But where do I want to go for holiday? Of course, I have many things in my list, but my first and foremost, of course, is going back home, going back and seeing my parents or spending time with family. And that would be to go back to India. And that is like after 2.5 years of not seeing or not being with them physically, although we are so connected on social media, on WhatsApp and on Zoom and virtual platforms, the idea of going back and being with them, spending time with them is something that I'm very excited about. But holiday as such is anything. If you wish to, we can always have a holiday here. And we need to remember that irrespective of whether we can travel or not travel, we have to give ourselves the break or the break to rest and relax wherever we are, whether we are in Singapore or outside Singapore. That is very essential. So I want to remind all of you that, friends, if you're not able to travel also is fine, but just remember to take rest and relax and enjoy your break. Over to you, Vinny.
Thank you so much. Yes, holiday is for you to enjoy your own time, to relax. So no matter where you are, but the most important is your happiness and your relax. Okay, we have 3 more questions. Let me see who is the next. How's Melvin, our division director? Are you here? You want to try? We have another 3 more questions, which is 2, 3, 4. Which one?
Let me try number 4.
Number 4. Let me move far. Number 4 is what gets you excited about life? What gets you excited about life? Okay, back to you.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Just want to know that what is the first thing that you think about when you get out of bed? Is it about whether you are late for work? Is it about you need to bring when you need to bring your kids to tuition? Or something that really, really excites you ahead? To me, what excites me in life is actually uncertainty. I believe a lot in terms of zodiac sign, and as an Aquarius, I'm pretty sure that I don't like everything to be so predictable to the extent that I can just follow my duty roster and follow all the timetable and do things again, and again. So that's the best thing about uncertainty in life. Of course, I would say that it should be within a boundary of safety. It doesn't harm your safety. It doesn't bring you any threat. But within this boundary, I can expect that I might be foreseeing something good today. Perhaps I might go to a cafe hopping to one of the cafes that I never expected, and there's a nice waffle over there. Or I may just go all the way to my gym for workout, and surprisingly, I managed to hit my personal best for today. So that's what really excites me about life. You don't really set yourself to a certain boundary, because if you don't set it, you will have chance to achieve something beyond what you have been imagining, or something that you have not been expecting. That's exciting, isn't it? Try it out. Bring yourself to a new horizon and try the new things. You'll get excited as well. Back to you, Table Holding Master.
Thank you. Wow, nice. Seems like you are the one love the challenge. Yeah, I think we should do that. Then we can become a better us, because when you're facing something different, you always find a different way and make yourself become better. Thank you so much. And we have 2 more questions. Let me see. How about Safira? You want to try? We have 2 more questions. 2 and 3. Which one do you want to pick up?
3.
2. Okay, let me remove 2. Number 2. Okay. Number 2 is, what is your favorite color and why? What is your favorite color and why? Back to you.
My favorite color will be pink. I like pink from young, as I always get presents and gifts in pink, and I like to buy things in pink as well. I think pink is a very sweet color, and showing care and love, it kind of means pink as well. Like, things in pink are given from the heart and are really sweet. the mind. For example, things sweet like candy are all in pink color, and kids, a lot of kids are sweet, so they love pink as well. Also because I think from young, I really think that pink is a nice and bright, vibrant color. And an artist also, I'm a designer, so I like bright colors. So from there, I just stick to pink as my color. And I like yellow colors as well. So I think pink is my main color that I stick with. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're sharing. Okay, so actually, sometimes the color will show the person character. You love pink, you must be a very sweet girl. Thank you so much. Okay, we have the last question. One more, last one. Let me try. How about SK? SK. Are you here? Okay. So the last question I will show to you. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, your question will be number 3. Which one? Number 3, yeah. What do you love most about yourself? What do you love most about yourself? Back to you.
President, Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters. There's a saying that if you don't love yourself, you can't love other people. But loving oneself may not be necessarily a selfish thing, because by loving myself, I would be able to see where the fault lines are in my life. And from there, I would be able to correct myself. So which particular area that I think I would be focusing on? And that is the weakness in my life. And that is the lack of opportunity to interact with people. But unless I make that appropriate step to correct that area, I wouldn't be able to rectify that particular area of my life. For example, say I have been a very shy person. So what did I do? I went into Toastmasters, started with the first projects, and right now to the many projects. So that has somewhat opened a wide horizon for me to meet up with so many other people whom I may not have known if I allowed that loneliness and that shyness to control my life. So I'm glad that I have been in Toastmasters to share my experiences with them. Topic Master.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I love the sentence you say. The first things you must love yourself. When you know how to love yourself, you already have the power to attract other people to love as well. Okay, thank you everyone for all your participation for today's table topic session. And let's get the timer for the timing report. Timer. Is it everyone?
Yeah, everyone qualifies, no issues.
Okay, if everyone is qualified, please vote for the best table topic speaker. And our IT, please support and yeah, okay. This one cannot vote.
Winnie, you are a
Winnie, the
co-host,
host.
so you can't
Oh,
vote.
so I
Let
can.
me make you co-host, then you can go and vote. Can you
Okay.
vote now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I need to make another person on co-host also. Wait, just give me a minute. Our R counter, which is in the background. Okay. Shriram, you can go ahead and vote.
Okay, so thank you for all the audience for the participating. And I will hand the stage back to the table topic of the day. It was a fun session, right? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Toastmaster of the day. You are the table topics.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you and welcome back everyone to the final and third segment, the evaluation and report segment. Now at this segment, we have the active listening, which helps in giving evaluations. With emphasis on the content and delivery, our evaluators this afternoon will state their commendations and recommendations. May I remind all the evaluators to please pin the timer, and the evaluation speeches will be from 2 to 3 minutes. The first evaluator, Swana Sayan, DTM. She is a Club Growth Director, District 80 Secretary, Katong Toastmaster Club as well, and past Division Z Director. She's a mother of 2 and decided to devote her time to self-growth when her children were self-reliant. She also loves traveling and is currently a financial planner by profession. She's very passionate about music, meeting new people, and helping others succeed. So let us invite DTM Swana Kalyan to the stage with her evaluation speech. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Club President, fellow Toastmasters, and Srinivas. Can I see you? Are you there? Okay, thank you. Social media is an art. And I think for that reason, I would say I'm going to evaluate you with the acronym ARTS. Analysis, recommendation, technique, and summary. Now let's look at the analysis of your speech. You started off bang on in the beginning of the speech. Out of sight, out of mind. And so appropriate for your topic to say that if in social media, how often you are online is what makes the difference. And you went on with your speech title, which was about just not social media, but I also have a physical presence. So you gave us reasons of why we need to have that physical presence and how we should not get carried away by the online presence and thinking that I have million members or million followers on Twitter does not mean that that million is going to come to help you when you really need. Very beautifully put it. Very nicely done. Bang on. Okay. Then you went on to say about how you found your friends. Actually, Srinivas, even I found many of my school friends in Facebook because in our time, we did not have phone, we did not have email. So this was like, I was Googling for friends' names and we found friends. Yeah. So this is how Facebook helped us to connect with our members, our friends in school. And that was something that I felt, wow, even I had the same story with you. And then you went on to say, let us not forget that, while we get carried away, let us try and have a balance. So very good structure of your speech. Very well done on the analysis. Now coming to the recommendation, your storytelling is excellent. So there is nothing that I can say was wrong, except that because of the way you were going in between, I found the energy was not kept well. So you were drifting away from somewhere and then you came back. So that is something that you need to be mindful of while doing storytelling. And then call to action. You said balance between real and digital. I would have loved to know what is that balance? How do I do? Because we all struggle to find that balance. Maybe like how Eric Coleman's quotes, we don't have the choice to be on social media, but the question is how well we do it. So you can have something like that to say, how do we bring that balance? So that would have actually given us some ideas. And now techniques, we are on the virtual world. So Srinivas, I would have loved to see a different Zoom background. So it was much more clear. I see your president has a white background. So having that would have given us a better screen. So overall, fantastic presentation, great speech. Keep it going, and a great takeaway also, with the recommendation that on virtual screens, we need to be mindful of how we appear. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Swana Kayan. Next up, we have the next evaluator 2, Toastmaster Sanjivan Balan, EC2. Toastmaster Sanjivan Balan is better known as Toastmaster Chief. He's from our Whampoa Toastmaster Club, is a MOE certified trainer and facilitator and a motivational life coach, come mentor, come speaker. He likes coffee, tea, nature, music, and helping and empowering people. So let us invite to the stage Toastmaster Sanjivan Balan. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the Day, Toastmaster of the Day, for this very warm welcome. So for me, I'm going to speak about Sumita, right? So Sumita, thank you very much for your wonderful speech. Sumati, right? Sorry, Sumati, thank you so much for your wonderful speech. It was very well structured. And I was able your level of comfort. There was a great level of comfort. It was very comfortable with all of us, with your audience. And I also saw that you had a variety of gestures. So maybe you brought about emotions in your story, and because of that, your hand starts to move by itself. So the gestures was there. That was great. And the content, especially when you was speaking about the motivation of using money by being conscious of time, right? We want to be conscious of time in order to be motivated money and getting more money, right? So your content was great. It was very relatable to the current theme about time. And you had based on what I perceive, you had a great eye contact to all the audience. Maybe you can challenge yourself by having a variety of tonality, having ups and downs on your tonality. It was a bit monotonous, but no, it was great, definitely. And especially your pace, you can also challenge yourself by pacing yourself, going slow and going fast. So it may sound a bit exciting, and it may bring your audience to a roller coaster ride. And also, you had expression, but a minimal level of expression. So maybe you can work on increasing your level of expression. So when I'm speaking about expression, maybe you could work on your energy level first. So maybe by working on your energy level, your gestures, it was automatic because you're putting emotion in your story. So if you're putting energy into yourself while presenting your story, the expression may also come about. And overall, Sumita, I just want to say it was a very meaningful story which you shared with all of us. Thank you so much for that. And you seem confident and comfortable sharing this story with us. So I really appreciate your story and your sharing. So all the best for you, Sumita. Back to you, Toastmasters of the Day.
Thank you. Toastmaster Sanjivan Balan, and also thank you, DTM Swana Kalan, for the commendation recommendations that you both made for the speakers. I'm sure they have picked up your commendations and recommendations, and they will go and improve their speech and bring it to the next level. Now we have the final evaluator, who is Toastmaster Hajja Zafarulla, SR1. Toastmaster Hajja Zafarulla, better known as Toastmaster Zafar, is one of the founding members of Whampoa Toastmaster Club, which was established in 2005. Professionally, Zafar is a principal trainer and coach with Team Vision Training Institute Private Limited. He's a certified NLP practitioner and coach. In his professional capacity, he specializes in people development and personality profiling. With Toastmasters over the years, he has mentored many Toastmasters and also coached them for contests. Apart from winning contests at club, area, and division levels, one of his defining moments was winning the National Humorous Speech Contest organized by PA. So let us all put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Hajja Zafarulla.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Alicia, for that additional research and for the introduction of me. But today we are here, I'm here to talk about Ajay Raj. I understand that Ajay Raj is connecting with us all the way from Ivory Coast. Thank you so much. It's very early in the morning down there, and we really appreciate you coming on board and making that presentation today. First, kudos for your commitment. Right? So that is the first thing that I have to give it to you. Today, on your speech, it's about a thank you speech. You paying gratitude for someone who has guided you on the right path. Just like many first, this is like just like the first love. This is a person that comes to our mind when they have brought us to the right path. And you shared with us, Ajay, that for you, public speaking and also being on stage, it's one of the greatest fearful things. And I think that resonates with many of the Toastmasters here, including myself. But of course, I must congratulate you because you displayed great bravery and courage by being in Toastmasters and of course, taking the mantle to be here as a guest Toastmaster in a Whampoa Toastmasters Club here in Singapore. Thank you so much for that. But we also understand, right, when you talk about displaying bravery or courage, it is not that we don't have fear. As we know that being brave is not about without being fear, but despite having that fear, doing the exact thing that gives us the fear. And for you, presentation is one of them. You say public speaking is one of them. And you have come up on stage. You took a stand, literally, to make your presentation. And that was well prepared. And also this being a very short segment, right? It was a very short presentation, 3 minutes, 36 seconds you took. You came here, you thanked the person who guided you onto that Toastmasters path. And today, I think this person, Miss Raman, has done you great, great justice because you are a great speaker and you are on the path to becoming even better speaker. Now, a lot of things are happening on Zoom. So some things that you want to take note of, firstly, maybe it is because it's coming from all the way from Ivory Coast. The connection might not have been very strong. So your sound was a bit hollow. The system was not very good. You may have considered putting on an earpiece to make sure that the sound is picked up better. And also, I could see the sunlight on your face. Maybe the way the positioning here could have been a lot more better. Apart from this, I think as a presentation and to thank the person, you came up here and you shared your fear, but you showed us that you don't have the fear anymore. And that is the spirit of Toastmasters. Well done, Ajay Raj. I think, Ajay, you deserve a round of applause. Can we give Ajay a round of applause for doing something that is about bravery and to being the spirit of Toastmasters? You will continue to do great. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zafar Hajja. We've finally come to the finish our last evaluator. And so I would like to ask our timer, Toastmaster Srinivasan, for the timer's report, please.
All the 3 evaluators qualify. It's
Okay, great.
3 minutes to 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Yeah.
That's great. So I will launch the poll now.
Thank you.
So please vote for the best evaluator. Not the prettiest, neither the most handsome. Thank you. Oh, by the way, there's only one pretty one. The other 2 are handsome.
I'm getting an error, yeah?
Error or what?
When I click on the evaluation, it says some error.
You can't vote, is it?
Oh, it went through. It went.
Oh, okay. No, sometimes we said it that you must only vote for me. Alicia, they found out. Alicia, they found out.
No, I didn't reveal who's the winner. Yes, my foggy mind is still active.
Yes, good. No, we are not doing anything like that.
Okay, we still have one participant, one person out there who has not voted. So whoever out there is not voted, please vote.
Alicia, this is one
it's
of
a
the
tight
biggest
race.
complaints.
It's a tight race between 3 persons.
Yeah, good.
Alicia.
Yes.
This is one of the biggest complaints that we have from the Indian politics. That electronic voting machines are rigged to always one party win, you know.
But this is a three.
So what Zafar is selling is anyone vote, right? The vote will automatically go to Zafar.
Okay, but I must do a disclaimer here. Right? I mean, like especially for those new members on board, when we have this side chat or side talk, Watson somehow or other gets into politics.
Hey, you can take the Indian out of India. You cannot take the politics out of India. It's not possible.
Okay, good. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being so excited about polling.
Yeah.
We have come to the next segment where we'd like to invite our R counter to share with us his R counter report. We'd like to invite Shriram Vasudevan, DTM. Over to you, Shriram.
How much?
Hello. Thank you, everyone. It was a very nice
Sorry. Shriram, how much?
Sorry?
10 minutes?
No. Just 2 to 3 minutes. That's
okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this time what I saw in our counter analysis was the speakers gave a new perspective of using different words as filler words. For the first time, I saw because and thing also being as
There's one enthusiastic junior Toastmaster who wants to be with the daddy. No worries, go ahead.
He's already doing the branding for Toastmaster. So what I was saying is, so many new words were innovatively used, like because, thing, what do you call, all these as filler words. Basically, for this section, what I want to highlight is one good way that we can get rid of these pause fillers and extra words, which I'm also using right now, is to just take a pause, which was well exemplified by Noor Zafrina. I was really impressed. First time speaker, and she just had one pause filler, and that was like. All others, there were so many words. I didn't take the count because here we are to improve. But I can tell what are the common words that were used. So I mean, Vasan had a few words like, stuff like that, things like that, Alicia did a very good job as PMD for having lesser words, but she somehow is having an affinity with at times. Melvin is very clear on saying, I mean. Well, that's a valid phrase, but we could use it in right context, then it is valid. And there were other words from Sumati, like then, the, because, thing, so, Ajay also had a few of the words, especially I could notice this, all right, but, or, Gil spoke really well. One context he used, what do you call? That seemed a bit like a filler. Noor Zafrina did a splendid job. I really loved the way she took pause and avoided filler words. Jeev has an affinity for and probably, and I should highlight that he has done really well than what he had last time. The count is much lesser than what he had last time. Good job, Jeev. And Swarna, okay, she is using those words, but one innovative word Swarna has given us is yeah. Yeah is something, yeah, like that. It really gives a personalized touch, but at times it obviously looks like a filler word. And Zafar had just like he used you as a filler word that was innovative in some instances, and one that seemed out of place. What I observed is that different words can be made filler words, not just so, and the standard ones. But what is the challenge and what is the takeaway for us is two things. Try to create a synchrony between how we think, the speed in which we think, and the speed in which we speak. If they have a synchrony, then we don't have filler words. If we want to use filler words, probably introduce a music like this or a facial expression, or just take a pause, what Noor Zafrina taught us. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Etienne Shiram. Now we'll come to the final part after our evaluation and our counter report, where our club resident will present the awards and closing address. Over to you, our club president.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Today, I think we have kept our Saturday afternoon program short and sharp. We had 3 prepared speech with evaluators, and also we had enough time for 5 table topic speakers. Before we reveal maybe the winners as chosen by our club members and guests, maybe we can get some feedback from our Toastmasters attending the program today. So maybe I'll start off with from our homegrown, not homegrown, I mean more of our Whampoa connected members, and then we will move on to some of our guests. Suike, the new kid on the block, you want to share, give us some feedback and what was good, what can be done better? You got to unmute yourself. Yes, go ahead.
I'm unmuted.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Right. I'm impressed by the timing that you all have, right on the dot, and I appreciate that very much. Secondly, the program agenda is very complete, with the timing sequence given there so that we can follow it. And I also like my apprehension being taken care of by Vasan about the timing device and able to see the speaker when he speaks, or the evaluator seeing the speaker. So that gives me great comfort, because I have that great fear previously. And so now it's more or less calmed down my fears. So thanks, Vasan, for doing that. So far, these are my observations, and I greatly appreciate your committee for doing that.
Thank you, Suike. Thank you so much. I think everyone's part in it in terms of the time management. Alicia has done a wonderful job, right? And also in terms of the program sheet, it is the credit to our VPE Sriram. Okay, let's hear from Sumati right now. Sumati, who's affiliated to us, right? Go ahead. What was good? What can be done better?
Really, I feel very happy because this is the first time I am attending the meeting, but I didn't feel like that. I feel like it's previously I attended like that. The same feeling I feel now. I don't feel this is the new. I am with the new members like that. I didn't feel. I'm very happy for joining here. Really, I am very comfortable. The comfortability is very extreme. So thank you so much for all of you for making me this much comfort level. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sumati. Right? I mean, like one of the strength for Whampoa Toastmasters, when we talk about Toastmasters all over the world, one of the key strengths for Whampoa Toastmasters is ensuring that everyone feels at home. And thank you so much for choosing, yes, our home here. And we want to learn from each other as we grow in this journey of leadership as well as public speaking. Thank you. Let's also hear from Melvin. Thank you so much. He's well dressed right now, so I can officially call him AD. Okay, go ahead, Melvin.
Hi, Zafa, everyone.
Hi.
It's good to be here again after so many months. Well, it's quite a smooth meeting, I will say, and everyone is dedicated to talk more, and you even managed to get external speaker, which is a good job. That means that you can have more clashes of ideas. You're also seeing how others do the speech and learn from every single aspect. That's a very good try. And also, just on top of that, just allow me to talk about your recent award. Congrats to all of you for coming back to President's Distinguished Award again. Your first time since 2017. Give yourself a round of applause. Really. It is particularly difficult, especially when we are in a virtual meeting era where we lose physical touch. It's clear that it is a common effort of experienced seniors, committed committees, and also dedicated members. Folks, you totally deserve this honor. Now, let's look into this. Since we have 3 months to go, let's aim for some new things. Like first, let's see if we can meet up physically for at least once before the term ends in end of June. At least once at Whampoa CC. Just now, at the beginning, Vasa had mentioned that he has strong technical backup, so there should be no worry on that. Now we are waiting for more instruction from People's Association. We hope that Whampoa CC will be open enough to allow everyone of us to go back, so that I can visit you physically on that day. And secondly, once we are getting back to CC, let's try to aim the first ever 10 points, 10 DCPs in the past few years. I know that you have 5 new members this term. Let's try to get 3 more when we are back to the CC. It could be easier to do so. So let's try to aim for that. Whampoa, I believe you can do it. So let's try for it. Back to you, Zafa.
Thank you so much, AD Melvin Tan. And he spoke really like the area boss, area director, putting us new challenges as we have achieved a certain milestone here. And I must thank each and every member and the part of the EXCO committee for creating a greater gloss for me. Now, I mean, like I did the minimal here, but I think everyone, especially in terms, I think one of the biggest challenge was getting the membership. and our immediate past president, Vasan, took that challenge and really pushed it through to make sure. So I think the credit goes to Vasan and also other members. Thank you so much. And I mean, but at the end of the day, I think the victory is never individual. It is for the club. And we are really glad Whampoa Toastmasters Club got the President's Distinguished Award. Thank you so much. And okay, thank you so much also, Melvin, for throwing us the new challenge. It seems feasible, especially the first one. We have 3 more months and hopefully we can all get together in a physical form to see each other and meet in the CC. Really looking forward for that. Hopefully, God willing, it can happen. And whether we can get the other 3 to reach 10 upon 10. Right? We'll work over towards that. Thank you so much. Now let's get some feedback and also from our guest members. Can we invite distinguished Toastmasters? Swarna, you want to share about our meeting today?
Thank you so much, Club President Zafa. I'm visiting this club more as a member of Toastmasters than a leader. So I leave it to Melvin to do all the leadership here, and he did a fabulous job there. Yeah. I totally came here just to have the flair. I heard so much about your club, and so I said, okay, when it happens, next meeting, please let me know. And that's how I came here. And I think I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. The quality of speeches are fantastic. The camaraderie in this club is very nice. That's important. Even if you are online, if you have little jokes, making fun of each other or having something like that, it is very, very important, because after all, humans are social beings. So that is, we need to remember. And that's why that is the basis on which Toastmasters work as well. Okay, networking is one of the first things that we want to learn, or so you're doing a fabulous job on that. And then coming to table topics, coming to evaluation and the participation, everything is fantastic. So just keep doing what you're doing. I think sometimes it's just that learning to keep doing the same thing again and again can be boring, but if that's the beauty, if you do it well, you don't have to really change. Keep doing it, and I'm sure you will get 3 more members. I'm very confident it will be easy to get. Yeah, and all the best. Congratulations on your achievement. And as I mentioned on my chat earlier, the appreciation comes from the district. We will definitely acknowledge clubs for achieving President Distinguished and or below any of the distinguished status, but we will wait for the renewals to come in. So that's what I'm waiting for, to see that renewal come in, and the moment the renewals come in is when TI officially acknowledges and says, yes, this club is President Distinguished. So let us aim for that. Yeah. And thank you. And over to you. Thank you for inviting me to this club, Sriram. And of course, I've met Srinivas in other platforms, and Alicia and everyone here. Zafar, I'm meeting you for the first time. So yeah. Thank you so much. I love your evaluation and the leadership that you bring to this club.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, distinguished Toastmasters Swarna. Thank you so much coming on board and also coming to help out as an evaluator. Definitely, I learned a lot from your evaluation and your techniques, and I'm sure other members here would have also learned. And you two spoke like the true official, ensuring, okay, we wait for the renewal and for it to come through, then we will make it really official. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Anyone else wants to share? Maybe I'll ask our friend who is really appreciative that he made the effort as a speaker all the way from Ivory Coast. I think it's very early in the morning. He must have gotten really up. Ajay? What time is it there in Ivory Coast, Ajay?
I'm running late for office, and it is around 8:15.
Okay.
So the meeting started at 6:30 a.m. my time. So I had to be ready before.
Right, okay.
I can say all these efforts worked. Learned a lot, and I was not consistent before due to this timing difference, GMT 8 hours, 9 hours, even in other, here I cannot attend any meeting due to French. I'm not able to speak French. Earlier I was not able to speak English. Now I'm not able to speak French. So, so the problems are only. But I enjoyed a lot. The meeting was very structured and you guys are amazing. I have seen you visited our club meeting in last second one or 2 months back. So that time I got to know about the club and I said, okay, I saw the message and instantly I messaged immediately that I want to join. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ajay. Thank you. Okay, I think we have heard from most of us their feedback. And once again, thank you so much for joining on a Saturday afternoon. And now I would just like to share the results. I'm just going to ask Alicia whether she can help out with the. We have shared the PowerPoint with you in the WhatsApp. Okay, see whether you are able to like download and share. If not, I have to connect from the other side. Okay, so we had 3 speakers. Thankfully, all 3 were within the speaking time slots given to them. And all of them are eligible to be voted as the best speaker in their category. And we do have the voting done for all 3 categories, and we do have winners for all 3. Are you able to do that, Alicia? Sorry to, okay, great. So just while Alicia is preparing that slide, sorry, so it's also a teamwork. I mean, like we just got Sriram to help us to prepare that. I wasn't able to download. There were some issues, so I've just shared with Alicia. Alicia is really working like an octopus today, but she's doing an excellent job, just like any other time. She's our resident Zoom master, but today she's also helming as the Toastmaster of the day. And she has been managing the time very well. So we always talk about managing the ship as a pilot. I think she has done an excellent job in that. So Alicia, if you're able to share screen, okay, just share screen. Let's. I'm not even sure who is the winner. So we will just play by the slide. Okay, which is the first category? So are we going to go with the best prepared speech, followed by, I'm not sure whether it's table topics and then evaluation. I'll just go, okay. So you want to like, okay, it's already, you want to put in PowerPoint mode or, okay. All right, okay. Okay, so there's no
secretary.
Yeah, no secretary. So the news is
Alicia,
all, breaking news is all out already.
No, Alicia just now during the break was telling us that she's got the brain fog or something like that.
So it's fog, no worries, no worries. Okay, so the best table topics goes to distinguished Toastmaster Swarna. Can we give her a round of applause? Are you able to create both of us for the screen for us to take a screenshot? Are you able to pin?
Has left.
No, I think she left. She said she had another meeting.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Melvin and Wasan. Okay, so we will send her the certificate. Congrats to Swarna. Okay, so the next will be, which category is that? Oh, okay. So thank you for the best evaluator. It's myself, so I don't want to put my picture and then give myself another picture. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I think the last category is a very competitive category. We had 3 wonderful speakers, and the best speaker award, best prepared speech award goes to Srinivasan Sohian. Round of applause. Congrats, everyone. Congrats. So we know that in any Toastmasters meeting, everyone puts in their great effort, but this is the popular choice from each and every member of the audience and also the guest. So let me just quickly give our closing address. Today, just like any Toastmasters meeting, we had some very crucial appointment holders to make sure that the meeting goes smoothly. Firstly, I'd like to thank the timer, Wasan, who readily accepted the role, and also Zafina, who came in and stepped in to help time Wasan's speech. And also we had Winnie, who was doing the table topics. She came out with 5 different varied topics, and she invited many of the speakers on board to come and share their table topics. it was well prepared, researched, and also managed during the table topic segment. Thank you, Winnie. And also like to thank all the prepared speech speakers as well as evaluators who have come on board and agreed to be speakers today. One of the challenges always is to invite more members. I mean, like as you see, there are a lot more members in Whampoa. For some reason or another, we are not able to get them all on board. Hopefully, in subsequent meetings or even when we face to face, we can do that. But we'd like to thank all those prepared speech as well as evaluators who agreed to be speakers, because without them, we don't have a meeting. Without them, we don't have a Toastmasters meeting. More importantly, we also need to thank our counter who came along with his junior. You saw how he was managing not only the R counters, the speakers, to manage the R's that we are doing and to share with us and to present, but he was also managing his junior. Thank you so much, Sriram, for doing that. And another key appointment holder who was anchoring the entire program and the entire meeting today, it is our very own saxophone player, Alicia. Thank you so much, Alicia, for being the Zoom master, taking charge in the different roles and ensuring that everything goes smoothly, and also being the Toastmaster of the day. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. I mean, only thing that keeps coming to my mind is that when Jeev was doing his evaluation, for some reason he called Sumita. I'm not sure who Sumita is, even though it is our very new member Sumadi, but Jeev seems to have an affiliation for Sumita, but it's Sumadi. Thank you so much, Sumadi, as well as Swiket, for joining the club again. We would like to see more often of you in the meeting, as well as for you to do your presentations and for us to learn from each other. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for spending your precious Saturday afternoon with us at Whampoa Toastmasters Club. Our meeting is always on the second Saturday of the month, and we hope to see you again in April. I think from now till April, we will work on whether it's going to be a Zoom or we are able to take the challenge thrown by our AD Melvin, see whether we can hold it as a physical event. So with that, I wish you all a very, very happy weekend and a Saturday and a week ahead. Stay safe, stay happy, stay with a smile. All right, take care, and we end the meeting right now. Thank you.